Are you tired of looking at your own team's comp and wondering, what do we need? Do you want to play someone that you know is viable 120% of the time regardless of what's going on? Do you want to be able to AFK for short stints of time and no one even notice? The answer is Lucio. Want to get gold medals while standing almost completely still? Lucio. Want to play someone who only gets solo kills on maps with cliffs? Lucio. Unlock your hidden potential with these 5 steps that your enemy team doesn't want you to know. Step 1. Insta-lock Lucio like a man. A frogman? Avoid those awkward moments where everyone goes DPS and you solemnly stare at the screen, hoping someone will go support. This will also demonstrate to your team that you're a serious team player and that you know your shit. It's important because you want your team morale to be high and for them to be doing exactly what they love, which just so happens to be picking DPS and mindlessly shooting at people. You point those dumb bastards at the enemy team and hope for the best. Step 2. Get into team chat and say, "Hey guys, how's everyone doing?" Don't say any more than that because otherwise your sheer testosterone will inevitably cause you to flame your team. You want to get morale up. They have a support and teammates that are talking. As far as I'm concerned, that's the best that can be done before the game even starts. If the team then goes on to say nothing and pick Attack Torb, Symmetra, and 3 snipers, well, you tried. If you can, go check everyone's profiles like Stalker and see what heroes they've played most this competitive season so that you can be like, we could really use blank hero. Blank hero being whatever hero that best fits the comp that they actually can play, rather than whatever bullshit they just picked. They usually take this better than, no pick Symmetra noob. Step 3. Continue to show value to your team by wall riding every surface you can find in the spawn area. This has little to no relevance in the actual game, but it will demonstrate that you are bursting with unfair aggression and need to display it via interpretive wall dancing. Once again, anything you can do to boost morale. If they see you just wall riding all over the place, you are clearly enthusiastic about your role. You're invested in the game. You might wonder why this is important, and it's quite simply because this is the most your team will ever notice you. Lucio is the only invisible character in the game right now. Ask yourself this while you're playing any other role. Is there a Lucio on my team? Is he still Lucio? Is he currently alive? Where is he? And what is he doing? Just in case you weren't sure, the answer to all that is, I don't know. Let's be real here, you haven't a clue. You don't care so long as you continue to feel the faint tingle on your genitalia that is Lucio's 12 HP per second healing aura. As Lucio, the moment you can leave the spawn, your team will not know where you are or what you're doing or if you're doing terrible or great or whatever. They just have to trust that you're doing your job. Maybe you're pumping up the healing at that right moment while wall riding from pillar to pillar as 2 flankers are trying to gun you down. Maybe you're AFK as you alt-tab out while in speed aura. Either way, your team generally isn't going to notice. At all. So it doesn't matter how you play Lucio so much as your team has to have faith that you're doing it right. This is why steps 1 through 3 are very important. If they have faith that you're doing your job, they can concentrate on real problems like, but not limited to, their miserable aim or inability to group up. You want to avoid them concentrating on imaginary problems like, I'm not being healed, despite having a harmony orb cemented to their head and a pocket mercy wedged up their ass. Now I know some of you will be appalled by me saying that it doesn't matter how you play Lucio, and I can understand this. There are plenty of places online where you can check your stats and see how your damage and eliminations, etc. compare to everyone else's. And it's created this culture of gold medal, I participated mentality, when the only stat that matters is your win rate. That was a great play of the game. Did you win? Oh my god, gold medals for Elims. Did you win? I was carrying the team as Symmetra. Did you win? You can try to judge Lucio's worth by his healing, or his damage, or time on point, but at the end of the day, you don't get medals for what Lucio does, which is idiot wrangling. You need to wrangle your idiots. It's important. You need to call for the group up, and then actually stay put away from wherever choke point you're trying to siege. Don't call for a group up and then stand 5 feet from the enemy. Don't do it. Stand in or directly outside the spawn. Do your sit emote if you have to. If your team still wants to trickle in, then just wait for the last person to spawn and then speed boost them closer to the first person who's probably getting killed as we speak. You as Lucio are an enabler. The randoms on your team want to hit things. You want to enable them to hit things. You can speed boost them so they can reach things to hit, or you can heal them so they can hit things for a longer period of time. This all works, but you and the team are not working towards the same goal. You want to win, they want to hit things. I know that sounds crazy, but every time you see your team try to camp the enemy's spawn, or that moment when you notice no one's pushing the payload when you're on attack, keep that in mind. Keep your team on track. Wrangle them idiots. Step 4. Don't die. Let me repeat that. Don't die. This is crucial. You have to keep your morons alive, and you can't do that while you're dead. As far as your team is concerned, they've always had a passive health regen of 12 HP per second. If you die, that just disappears, but they're going to keep playing like you're healing them, even though they witness you get gunned down directly in front of them. They will run right back into a fight with 10 health, while a big health pack is no more than a couple feet to their left. You need to stay alive to thanklessly heal their worthless asses. There are going to be Tracers, Genjis, Winstons, whatever, running at you, and don't expect your team to save you from any of that, because once again, they don't know where you are or what you're doing. Know how to wall ride to safety. If they follow you, bullhorn them back down to the ground, whatever it is you need to do. You need to get away from them. Step 5, and this supersedes Step 4 in the event of overtime. Contest the point. All else fails, you better be on the point dancing and generally being the most annoying piece of shit possible. If they do take it off you, it better have taken them more than a minute to drag you kicking and screaming into the grave. Use every scrap of cover you can find to play Ring Around the Rosie with the opposing team, but keep in mind that after about 30 seconds or so, being off the point for 1/10 of a second will end the match, and you'll look pretty fucking stupid. Sometimes it all comes down to this, so don't be that dumbass that just steps off the point for no goddamn reason, and it just ends. Okay guys, that's it for me. I appreciate watching the video, and hopefully I will have another one sometime. Probably going to do Reinhardt. If anyone has a preference, feel free to leave in the comments or something. Okay, thanks. See you around.